All right, Math 1, this is your homework help video. It says, what is f of x? And this is the equation here. If x is equal to -7. So that means you substitute -7 in for x. So when you do that, you have f of -7. That's the number you're going to substitute in. You have -4. Your x is -7. So we got -7 squared plus 2. Okay, so order of operations, we do this first. So this is going to bring down the -4. This is going to give us 49. Okay, and we got plus the 2. Okay, so now we're going to multiply. We're going to multiply -4. Let's do -4 times 49. And that gives us -196 plus 2. And that gives us a -190. Wait a minute. 6, yes, 190. Okay. And 2. Why did I put 6 and it's supposed to be 2? I don't know. I don't know. Me don't know. Okay. All right. The graph of the inequality in two variables are shown in the coordinate plane. All right. So let's look. This is a dashed line and it's shaded under. So this is going to be less than. Okay. No equal to because it's a dashed line. So it's less than. All right. So now we need to figure out where it crosses the y-axis. It crosses the y-axis. My b is -1, 2, 3, -4. So my b is equal to a -4. And my slope, let's count rise over run here and here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my m, when I reduce it, is rise over run. When I reduce it, it's 1/2. Okay, so my equation is going to be y is less than 1/2 x minus the 4. So 1/2 x minus 4, but this is, so let's try this one. So if I put this in slope intercept, this is not it either. Let's try this one. X plus 2y less than negative. Okay, 8. So when I subtract x on both sides, this is 2y. Bring down the less than sign. Negative x minus 8. Divide everything by 2. So this gives me y is less than a -1 over 2x. And this gives me -4. So this one is the answer. B is the answer. Okay. All right. So let's look at the next one. It says D is driving home from a conference. This is the expression here. 105 minus 60h gives the number of miles from home after driving h hours. Okay. All right. So it's 60 miles every hour because it's -60h. So that's -60. So we subtract 60 miles for every hour. Okay. All right. And then starting off with 105 miles. Okay. Given the number of miles from home after driving h hours, what is the best meaning of 60? All right. So the number of miles she drove in an hour. Yes. Okay. The number of miles she drove each hour. What's the difference? The number of miles D drove no. In H hours. The number of miles D drove each hours. Yes, this is the better one. This is every single hour. This is the better answer. That's why it's important to read. The number of miles D had to drive before she started. No, that's 105. That's not right. Let me mark this out too. The number of miles D had left to drive. No, the best answer is this one. Okay, so B. This is the expression. It's 33N plus 13F plus 7P plus 10D represents the cost in dollars purchasing in cases of paper. So this is paper. Okay. F packages of hanging folders. So the F represents the number of folders. P packs of pencils. This is pencils. Okay. And D is the flash drive. Okay. All right. Which statement is not true? Let's zoom in just a little bit. So the statement that's not true. The term 7P represents the cost for 7 packs of pencils. Okay, so look, represents cost. Okay, it's the total cost. All right, to purchase in, wait a minute, in cases of paper. Okay, so this is the number of cases of paper, and this is, wait. Purchase in cases of paper represents the cost in dollars to purchase. Oh, so that's all right. 10 represents the cost for the flash drive. Yeah. The N is the number. Oh, we gotta figure out if it's the cost. Hold on. All right, so it represents the cost in dollars to purchase in cases of paper. F packages of hanging folders. So it's $33 for a pack of paper, $13 for a pack of folders, $7 for a pack of pencils, and $10 for a flash drive. Okay, so the 7 represents the cost for pencils. Okay, the 10 represents the cost for the flash drive. The N represents the number for 1 pack of paper. Yes. The 13F represents the cost of F packages of hanging folders of 13 per pack. Oh, good grief. Hold on. Okay, so 7P represents the cost. This is the one. This is false because it says term 7P, it's putting 7P together, represents the cost for 7 packs of pencils, when 7 actually represents, the 7 itself just represents the cost, and the P represents the number or packs of paper. So it costs $7 for a pack of pencils. It costs $10 for the flash drive, and N is the number for 1 case, and 13F is F represents the packs of folders, and 13 represents the how much it costs per pack. Okay, so it's A. All right. You had to read that one very carefully. Reader reads a book at a steady pace. She graphs her progress through the book by putting the time in hours, T. So T represents the number of hours. That's on the bottom. This is T. And let's see here. On the horizontal is this is on the horizontal axis. And chapters C on the vertical axis. So this is chapter C. What is the domain of the relation. Okay, so your domain, this reading books, at 0 time, it has to go from 0 because you only have 24 pages in the book. So it goes from 0 to 8. So that's your domain. So it goes from 0 to 8 because at 0 you start at 24 chapters, and at 8 you don't have any. In 8 minutes you have 8 hours. You have no more chapters left to read. So this is what it is: 0 to 8, less than equal to, less than equal to. So that's going to be D. Okay, so it's between 0 and 8. Sandra is going to spend no more than $250 to learn how to bowl. Her bowling ball costs $75 and her shoes cost $45. Each game of bowling costs $5.50. Write an equation, write an inequality should use to determine the maximum number of games. Okay, so she can't spend any more than that. All right, so first she has to pay for, let's see, what is she paying for first? She has to pay the cost for bowling, $75. Plus she has to pay the $45. That's expensive. Plus each game is $5.50 X or G games, right? And this amount can't go over 250. So this amount has to be less than or equal to 250. Okay? So her game, her bowling ball costs this amount. Oh wow. Okay. All right, so that is looks like D. All right. Okay. It says the functional relationship between the altitude A above sea level in feet and the approximate boiling point of water in Fahrenheit can be expressed by this equation right here. What is the appropriate boiling point for water at this feet? Okay, so this is the feet. Okay, so this is going to be A. You see, A is in feet. So I'm gonna substitute this in for A. A is equal to 2,000 feet. And what we're looking for is what B is going to be. We're looking for the Fahrenheit degrees, okay, of boiling water. So to figure that out, you do negative point B is equal to negative 0.00176 times, let me move this down a little bit, times, and I'm going to substitute the 2,500 and then plus 212. Okay? So let's do that. So we got negative 0.00176 times 2,500 plus the 212. Okay? And that's 207.6. So that's B, 207.6. Okay? All right. Please make sure that you study your notes on functions and function notation, okay? Please do that. And if you have time, look over literal equations because I'm going to be doing literal equations next. All right. Do not forget to do that. All right. If you have any questions, let me know. Bye.